needs help now. And the help came in the form of Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and those other weapons. But they were attached to Tampa. And so this is what you had to do. Skip, a bee wants honey. A bear wants honey. Mm-hmm. He knows what's going to happen. He's willing to take those bee stings to get that honey. Tom Brady was willing to take that tongue lashing in order to get those weapons, so it gives him an opportunity to win, and to win big.
Not behind closed doors tongue lashing, a public tongue lashing.
Now right? They do, you know.
Not like Belichick behind closed doors out on the practice field tongue lashing. It's to the world. It's to all the gathered media. Come one, come all. He was garbage.
He didn't say that. Stop that. Yeah. But hold on. Wait a minute. Now, you didn't have a problem. Coach Belichick didn't praise Tom publicly. You wanted him to praise him publicly, but you wanted him to chastise him behind closed doors. So if you get chastised behind closed doors, you get praised behind closed doors.
All right, back to the quote that Jenny read, and she used the French pronunciation because she speaks fluent French.
Yeah.
I don't, but I did read a book called The Plague, a novel called The Plague by Albert, and I'm just going to go American here, Camus, because I called him Camus.
That's pretty good.
Albert Camus. And he's an existential philosopher, and he can really write. And I love The Plague. And by the way, it was eerily reflective of what the world is going through right here, right now. And it came out in 1947.
Okay.
But I thought, was Brady, because he can be kind of corny, clever with his posts, he was having to hear how great Cam was up in his own stomping grounds. So he went Camus in his IG post. And it's a poignant quote. And he's saying, in the midst of hate, I found there was within me invincible love. And the last line Jenny read, no matter how hard the world pushes against me, within me there's something stronger, something better, pushing right back. It's a great quote. It's true. And yet it was poignant to me because this is a man who got knocked on his backside. And I think it was more post-game than in-game. Because I told you as we opened this show, he made one really bad choice. It was a bad decision, it was a bad idea, and it was poorly executed, and it cost them 7 points the wrong direction.
Skip, I also believe that B.A. wants him to take, you say there were 6 big-time throws. I believe B.A. wants him to take 12 of those. Put them all up.
Okay.
But but that's not Tom.
So he tied Aaron Rodgers for the most big-time throws on Sunday.
Right.
6 of them. In New England last year, he had no more than 3 in a game, and those came in the first 3 games.
Right.
So the last 13 games of the year last year, he had no more than 1 big-time throw per game.
Right.
And he had 6 at New Orleans against the best defense he'll face all year.
But, Skip, here's the point. And that offense is meant to produce more big-time throws than what you're customarily used to.
And he's got weapons he did not have last year.
And that's what B.A. is saying. B.A. wants him to take more opportunity, take more chances.
So why wouldn't Bruce Arians, who is all of 1 and 2 as a head coach in the postseason, why wouldn't he give him just a little bit of break? Because it's not going to get any tougher than that game at New Orleans throughout the whole 16-game schedule. They had no preseason. He had been to battle no times with anybody on that field except for Gronkowski, who was sort of a no-show in the game. Why wouldn't you give him a break and say, Tom made some really big-time throws in that game, but he made 1 mistake? And Bruce Arians wrongly convicted him of 1 really bad throw up the seam, which resulted in the other interception, and then he backed off yesterday and said, my bad, actually that was Mike Evans' fault.
Mike Evans was smart. Mike Evans says, I'm not running down the hole in quarters and get decapitated. But, Skip, let me tell you what. He can come up with all the quotes he wants. He can do Camay, Shamay, and what doesn't matter. Camus. He can do Camus, Caribou. It doesn't matter.
Camus, the killer whale.
At the end of the day, Skip, stop worrying about what they say. I thought you told Tom Brady didn't worry about what people say. Now he all of a sudden, he worried about hearing what people say they hating him. Tom Brady, the guy, he's an assassin. Nothing bothers Tom. I keep telling you, Skip Bayless, these people are more, just because you can throw a football really, really well, because you can jump high and shoot a basketball, you're still human at the core. And people can say things. And now they know Tom Brady here. I thought Tom Brady ain't listen to what nobody say. Come to find out, he hear more than what we've been thinking.
So Tom Brady inspires more hate than any player in the National Football League, and much of it is detonated by that man across the table from me.
All I said, hold up. All I said was, you knew what you were getting when you went to Tampa.
Well, did you? Did you think he's going to tear your opening game apart publicly when you made only one really bad choice the whole game? One bad decision. The other one was Mike Evans' fault. And you make 6 big-time throws to Mike Evans deep, 2 pass interferences, to little Scotty Miller, twice deep, 1 pass interference, 1 a big completion. And that first one, to what's the name?
Chris Godwin.
Godwin was the little, he dropped it right down the chimney.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That looked goatish to me.
Oh, it looked goatish to you? Skip, look. I get it. Coach Belichick was praising Cam, and you got to be careful about this, Skip. This happens all the time. We've all had relationships. You live a relationship, and the other party start dating somebody. Oh, that's the best thing. I ain't never been so in love in my life. I ain't never had nobody treat me like this in all my life. They say all that thing, and then 6 months later, they broke up. I thought that was the love of your life.
Yeah.
You ain't have anybody to treat you like this.
Yeah.
He washed your feet and opened the door for you.
It got real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, look, I ain't putting all that, I get what Coach Belichick is doing. I get all that. And I get what B.A. B.A. is harsh in his assessment. For me, like I said, if I'm Tom Brady and I'm going into a new situation, Skip, I'm going to address with B.A. how to address me publicly before I even sign. Because I'm not used to this. I'm not used to
Who would be?
I'm not used
And
to
is
this.
it possible that B.A. was actually trying to take a little focus on the fact his team overall was not prepared to play at New Orleans?
Skip.
See 9 penalties for 103.
Think about what he said about Donovan Smith. He said Donovan Smith was going against the worst of the pass rusher and had the worst game. I'm like, whoa.
Are you that good? Are you Bill Belichick? I don't know.
Hey, Skip, that's it.
Well, Bruce Arians is.
He said my defense played good enough for us to win, but we didn't get great QB play. That would be A-say.
That's what he said.
Regardless of what you guys think about Tom Brady, 26 million people tuned in to watch America's game.